This is Garrett Fry, the 3D digital map painting sequence lead for the construction site sequence. We're taking a look at shot 628. So let's go ahead and play that. So we're tilting up from the bottom and looking deeper into this construction site. This has a lot of really cool perspective and some water reflections and some specular things. And so there's a lot going on in this shot. And so there's a lot of really cool opportunities to, at the head of the shot and also at the end of the shot, to put a bunch of new construction material. And that's the direction that we've been given on these shots. And so feel free to add in some things here or there. I did just put something on top of you can see right there, this shovel right here and these pieces of garbage. You should go through and say, what are the really amazing parts of this plate and what do I want to keep? And so you could easily cover that up, but that shovel is so cool that you may want to keep some of that stuff. So going through and saying, hey, this is what I want to keep because it's really cool and this is what I want to cover up, really helps with the design of the shot. So something like this area here, there's nothing really going on in this area. So you could easily put something in there right at the bottom of the shot, tuck some things back behind some other things here in there. You can fill in this area here, but you can see that the light from the sky is coming down is creating this reflection off of this darker shape here. And so we're really just like looking at the sky right there. So at the end of the shot here, there's a lot of opportunity to put things in the distance going this way, and if that be boxes or and really there's not a whole lot of limit to what you put back there. What you probably wouldn't want to do is you probably wouldn't want to get like some kind of vehicle or something right here and then sandwich it in with some boxes and stuff like that, because that wouldn't make sense. You can't get that in and out of that space. And so if you do that, you want to like leave a path for it to go. Speaking of which, these tracks are really cool. And so maybe what you do is you fill up some of these areas here and there with that. It is pretty wet in here, and so you're going to want to include the objects that you include need to have a wet feeling. And so you can go online and look, or you can look at the shot here. This gives plenty of examples of what wet things look like at this period. And so you can see that like this guy here actually has some water pooling right there. This looks like a wooden box, has like some little wet pieces like around the edges and around the creases are going to be a lot darker because that's where the water is pooling. You can see little bits of this wood, how it's just a little bit darker than it would. When you start putting objects into the scene, you're going to notice how dry the things that you put in there look versus what it looks like on set. And so you're going to want to give some indication that it's been wet and that it's on its way to dry. Before you jump into your shot, it's a good idea to review the library of construction site materials. Do a bunch of quick matte painting tests by dragging photos into your shot and doing quick integrations. You will soon be able to discern the appropriate reference you should use for your shot.